And do I have to repeat all that again? I think I do. Alright. Ba 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 ba. Alright. Hello and welcome to the Vegan Stephen podcast. Fucking hell. Vegan Stephen is a fictional character. All characters are allegedly fictional characters. All characters' events in this show, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language and due to its content should not be viewed by anyone. This is the Vegan Stephen podcast, the #1 podcast. It's not just for vegans, it's for everyone. It's every day. I'm your host, Vegan Stephen. We are currently live at the time of recording, which is 11:07. The 30th of the 3rd, 2020. The wind smokes all my cannabis, 'cause all I do is think about compassion and predators, and you, all you do is think, and you never fucking speak. Still I never ever thought that you would go. I don't wanna be this sad. I don't want this sad love. I don't want this sad love. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Pain demands to be felt. I'm giving up the ghost. This is a fuck off kind of love. All you do is think, and you never fucking speak. I never ever thought that you would go. I don't wanna be this sad. I don't want this sad love. I don't want this sad love. I don't want this sad love. Love, 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 love. Okay, we know that you're going away. Okay, okay, get fucking ready. Okay, okay, we know you're going away. Okay, okay, get fucking ready. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love, love. How are we getting on? Fucking Vegan Stephen podcast, #1 podcast. Fucking tuned in and getting the gin. Oh jeez. Right. So I stumbled across a new website last night. As usual, Vegan Stephen is a few months late to the party, but he's still here. There's there's a website called Reddit, and it's like boards.ie but not shit. And you just go on it, and I think it's kind of like the journal, but uncensored, I guess. So it's a bit of a free for all. So you know, sometimes when you're walking down the street and there's just some mad lad just fucking shouting at a wall, he's on Reddit, and you don't know if you're talking to him or if you're talking to some librarian. So we'll see what happens. Up on this is fucking reddit.com/or/Ireland/nothing. Here we go. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves. So Daniel Radcliffe, the president of Ireland or whatever he is, said, quoted Terminator in the speech. His last speech was written by the World Health Organization, and this speech he's gone from lifting he's gone it's progressed or degressed, I'm not sure which, I guess it's a slight progression, to robbing lines out of Terminator films. So there you are. Yeah. Oh jeez. There's a fox spotted in Temple Bar. That's kind of a sign of nature taking back what's it's early. So it just says fox out and about in Temple Bar. Not gonna find any hens. Because it's a joke on hen parties. Because that's where they hang out. Oh my god. That's really good, I will say. So the first post anyway of today is it says 750. So I think that means they're all voted for the top. So it says new coronavirus measures. Right, not ours looking at that. The next post from the top is, so apparently it's Sunday. What are you up to today? That was one day ago. Today is Monday. Fox out and about. Grand, yeah. 2065. Okay, so it says me in quarantine, and it has a picture of a dad like lying on his back, and he's looking at his phone, and he has the sunglasses on. There's a fucking cat beside him, just fucking being chill. It just says me in quarantine. So this is a lad chilling out, like fucking loving life, and then it says, the story I will tell my grandchildren. It has a picture of Will Smith from that film where all the vampires fucking take over, and he's there with the dog. He's walking through the streets with a fucking gun and his dog. It's the film where fucking he's the last man on earth or something. Just picture any post-apocalyptic zombie film. So do you know the way your grandparents always hype up shite? They're like, oh geez, do you remember back in my day? Fucking hell, we didn't even have feet weren't invented yet, so you had to crawl everywhere. And you're like, oh fuck hell. I'd say you did, yeah. Anyway. Fucking hell. Alright, we're gonna keep going. So there's another post that says, lads, this is awful time to be alive. Oh dear. It says my dad passed away 7 a.m. yesterday. So I'm guessing this is not a joke. But anyway, it says one day ago. Lads, it's awful to be alive. Jesus. So we might make this quick. Jesus. But fucking hell, it just goes showing now. Anyway, sure, we'll find out what it says. It says 4.7. Maybe that's 4.7 upvotes. I don't know what the fuck that means. Anyway, Dad passed away 7 a.m. yesterday morning in UHL alone. I don't know what UHL is, but we'll keep going. I haven't been allowed to see him yet because he had to be tested for the virus. I'm hoping results will be back today. I can't see my family at the moment due to the virus. I don't mean to sound dramatic, but this is actually a living nightmare. Such a strange time we're living. Yeah, so a lot of temporary morgues, ice rinks are being turned into temporary morgues, and loads of people are dying. I think it's Iran. There's a lot of these Iran. Where the fuck was it? Italy. There's massive mass graves. So just imagine like fucking. Do you know like a big farm where there's fucking. Oh Jesus, I don't even know. Big massive farm where it's all the cattle and all this fucking shite. Imagine that's just full of fucking dead bodies. And it's one big fucking grave. So much that it's Jesus. It can be seen from space. So it's as big as the wall of China or whatever. I don't know if that's. I don't know. Now, in fairness, I don't know how much they're zooming in. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Because you know the way you can some people can make their breasts look bigger or smaller depending on what angles they're at. Geez, some people you'd be very fucking confused. This is what lads think about. You just be like, you don't want to do it, but somehow you just kind of at the back of your mind you figure out what everyone's breast size is. And you're like, God damn it! Why can't I just focus and read and Reddit? It's not malicious. It's just fucking. I don't know what the fuck's. It's a bird. It's cursed. All right, here we go. Moving very swiftly on. See, fucking. I don't even know if that's normal or not, but I feel ashamed. That's fucking. That's what happens when you grow up from one of these Christian fucking. There's some weird thing with Irish people and Christians. I just thought everyone was like this, but it's like there's some amount of shame involved in sex. They used to have these ceremonies in Ireland where you, if you were pregnant or something, you had to have a big ceremony where you get all your family over into the fucking church and you have to like get the devil out of you for fucking something to do with giving birth, and it was wrong to give birth and have sex or something, but I'm very confused. They just it's to do with, you know, power and controlling people. You gotta push people, make people feel bad and stuff. It's somewhat the way what advertising is doing to people these days. Advertising. I'll save you from going on a rant. This lad is alright, yeah, so he's saying, you know, it's not great. Next little comment thing, it says Dublin hasn't been the same since Tony Gregory died. Alright. And then the comment says Magner's probe uncovers 95,000 FAI payments to ex-FAIO CAO John Denley's ex-girlfriend Susan Keegan. I don't know what they're on about. Alright, keep going. That's news, so hope you enjoyed that. This is not undercoming as the seriousness of the situation. Oh yeah, so people are going on about things. Alright, I think I'm going mad, Ted. So this is a reference to Father Ted. Father Ted is like in some countries, like you can show up and play the blues and be like, and people be like, oh yeah, that's the blues, and people can join in. The basic fundamental, the starting blocks of Irish conversation. Forget learning Gaeilge or any of that fucking shite. What you need to do is, if you go into Ireland, you need to just lock yourself in a house and watch and study within detail and practice saying all things. So you need the 3 DVD box set of Father Ted. That's everything you need to know about Ireland's in there. Okay, so there's a little thing. Dougal's Father Ted is this priest, right? And he's a bit of a chancer. One of the catchphrases in the show is, "That money was just resting in my account," because bit of the old corruption. No, happens in all higher things or whatever, hierarchies. So yeah, and he was put on this island as like a punishment or whatever for embezzling funds or allegedly. Anyway, so he's there, and there's his apprentice priest or whatever. You know, there's like a stonemason or whatever, and they show him how to hit the fucking bricks. Well, there's like an apprentice priest, and like any apprentice, they're fucking hopeless. So there's this lad called Dougal. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the fucking hour-long backstory. I hope this is fucking half decent, whatever the fucking joke is. We'll find out. So there's a picture of Dougal the apprentice, and he's saying something here, and the father's head is just probably going like, you silly apprentice or something. Anyway, we'll find out. That's what the pictures are saying. Here we go. Dougal, the apprentice, says, "I've got a horrid thirst on me Ted." That's fucking brilliant. "I've got a horrid thirst on me Ted." That's fucking brilliant. Oh my god. Thirst is like an Irish reference for like you're dying for like a fucking beer or something. Jeez. That's pretty good. I want to go to the pub. Alright, anyway. Next one. Apprentice job. Dougal says, "Oh god, yeah. I love the drink. A nice cold pint. I can't wait." Everyone's talking about like what the fuck. Oh, it's gonna be some serious fucking sesh when this whole coronavirus thing ends. There was a lad I was watching compilations of different countries just freaking out at their public. So I mean by that is, there was like the Italian member of parliament or whatever. He was losing his mind. He was giving out about hairdressers still going door to door because people can't. They don't want to go around a few days without a haircut or something, because I don't know. It's like not wearing makeup or something. I don't know. Now, getting into makeup's a slippery slope, and I'll tell you why. Because I had a blemish. I'm not gonna lie, I went looking for some concealer. So I got some concealer. Concealer, for all you lads don't know what it is, concealer is like makeup. So you can put some on, if you have like a scar on your face from doing manly things, you can put a little bit of this magic powder on a concealer, and it kind of makes the scar a little less noticeable from doing manly things, you know, from being a man. And so yeah, but it's a bit addictive. It's because you do it a little bit, and then you're like, oh jeez, that freckle's looking a bit sideways. I might cover that bit. Oh jeez, that other freckle. And before you know it, you look like every fucking scary woman in fucking trashy magazines. And men. But all I'm saying is, like, fuck me, makeup's good crack, isn't it? Fuck yeah, I could get into this makeup stuff, but I also know it's a very, very slippery slope. Because if any of you lads or mots have lived with a woman, boy Jesus, you think they're perfectly rational people until you live with them, and then realise that they all spend ages doing their makeup every morning, and you're like, oh my god. And to other women and people, this is just normal, but oh my god, I don't know. And then I'm turning more and more into a hypocrite, because obviously I can see the benefits of makeup, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm not getting into that. So there you are. I use concealer, and it's a slippery slope. It's a very, very slippery slope, and that's what I mean. I've just I don't know what to say. I hope you enjoyed my generalisation of all women, because I enjoyed it. Oh it's a massive shock when you're going out with someone and you see them first thing in the morning and you just, oh my Jesus, what is this thing, this creature beside me? Because this isn't what I brought into the bed last night. I don't know what this is. But then you look in the mirror and you realise that you also look like a fucking pile of shite. So it's a lot of it is just general intolerance. I don't think anyone looks that good in the morning. I don't even look good in the day. Just when you're growing up, the absolute fright you get. You're dating someone or whatever you're doing, and whatever happens, the bra comes off for whatever reasons, and their breasts go missing, and you're just like, what? Where'd your breasts go? And you'd be there. You might have been dating them for a while, so you've done the maths, and you're like, oh jeez, what a stack up, jeez, yeah. And then the boobs end up on the floor, and you're like, what is going on? And you're too nice to fucking say anything, but it's just like, I don't know. See, I was just fucking innocent. I still am. I can't tell when things are being pushed up and moved around. I'm just an innocent lad. I think that's why I'm so shocked as well, because I didn't know women fucking stuff their bra, and then I just feel like a fool because I'm like, fuck, these women are stuffing their bras. Should I be stuffing my pants? Like, I didn't know they were at it, and now like, am I being the fool for not being at it? Like, what the fuck's going on here? So yeah, stuffing your junk. It's just one of those things. It's like politics just went over me. I didn't even notice it. It's like man. Stuffing. It's mental, isn't it? It's mental. But it goes on at all levels, doesn't it? Because people stuff their shoulder pads. Some people wear high heels and shit. And fucking... even lads, fucking... high heels were invented for lads getting on horses easier. Prince loves wearing heels. Kiss love wearing heels. So it kind of goes like, it's a slippery slope like makeup, isn't it? Once you start stuffing your heels, then what else do you start stuffing? And the obvious answer is your chest. And like, should I start? I don't know. I've never been self-conscious about my chest until this moment, but now I'm just feel like it's that fear of missing out. It's like, what? I should keep it up with the Joneses. If they have a new car, maybe I should get a new car. I feel like a fucking fool not having a new car. They got a new car. It's like, fuck it. If she's stuffing, then why should I be stuffing? Am I going to be the fool? Stop being fear of being the only fucking idiot who doesn't have a radio or something. Everyone else got a radio, and you're like, God damn it. Or a colour TV or something. Like, why didn't I get a colour TV? I didn't know everyone else getting a colour TV. And they're like, oh yeah, do you not know? Fucking everyone's a colour TV for the last 10 years. Like, why didn't anyone tell me? I've been listening to the radio without a TV for fucking... Anyway. The fear of being left behind, isn't it? So there's this law thing in Ireland that's really confusing. You're able to buy weed, but it doesn't have THC in it, which is the kind of ingredient that gets you drunk or whatever, that kind of feeling. I don't know. It's fucking confusing. It's confusing. Strange times. Strange times. But yeah, like, can you imagine that? Like, a few years ago, you could be the president of Ireland, and just like you could. I don't think there's any legislation as regard. This is EU legislation. It says fucking. What does it say in the fucking thing? All our CBD hemp flowers test at 0.001% 0.2%, so that's a lot less. 0.2%, oh yeah. THC or less. So THC is kind of bit that, you know, might get you falling over or something apparently. I don't know. So it's kind of like alcohol light, like, you know, fucking 0% alcohol, if you know what I mean. Do you know that kind of way? Like, it's alcohol-free drink. So this is like the alcohol-free weed. So they take the THC out, and you can just buy it like anywhere, because it's legal, because it can be taxed and regulated by EU law. So let's have a little look. THC or less to comply with Irish and EU law. Irish and EU law. So, like I said, the government approve it because they're making money off it, like for every, you know yourself, just like Anthem. Anyway, as long as people, the palms are getting greased. So then, yeah, apparently it's under a food product. And yeah, there you are. So that's like in law and shit. So once again, like, it's not a drug. It is a drug. I don't know how to say it, but in Ireland, CBD, so weed, the THC or whatever is yeah, it's fucking mad. I didn't. Apparently, you could buy this stuff like for maybe a year or something, and no one fucking told me. So anyway, let's find out what has to go on. So it's Dougal, right? Dougal's the apprentice, Father Ted's the fucking father, the priest. Here we go. And I'll read it after the break. So now it's time to boil that kettle, be nice to yourself, because it is hard and unusual times. And my recommendation is give an old massage to each. Lots of massaging, and just see what happens. But you put the candles on, bit of Barry White. You get the old coconut oil out, and whatever you're into. Be fucking awkward enough if you're by yourself. But alright. Alright. So, yeah, the whole weed thing's really blown my mind, because you could be locked up and do serious jail time for doing exactly what is taxable right now, like 5 years ago or something. Mad. Yeah. There you are. There's all sorts of, in ourselves, conspiracies and conflicting interests to do it. Big pharma, as they say. But now that it's all taxable, each country goes through like a marijuana bubble. So there's like, it's like Bitcoin. So it gets really it becomes legal. Everyone invests, get really fucking big, and then people realise it's not as profitable as they thought it was, and people try it once and they're like, ah, yeah, is this what it is? And then it comes back to normal. It's just taxable like everything else, like apples and bananas. So, or like casinos, fucking whatever else. Generally, governments have no problem with anything as long as it's taxable. And for it to be, it needs to be consistent, safe, tested. All the rest of it, just like, you know, alcohol kills more people than any other thing. Ish. Kills a lot of people, ruins a lot of lives. But it's 100% consistent, you know what you're getting. If it says it's beer, it is beer. It's not like buying weird drugs in the street where it says it's heroin, but you could just be fucking heroin mixed with fucking bleach and rat poison. Like, you don't actually have a fucking notion what's in it, like. So that's why it's so fucking gross and disgusting. Whereas if you go to a hospital, they've was it morphine, which is the same. It's pretty much like heroin's sister. They're it's all. No one's putting weird shit in it, like. It wasn't left outside in the rain for fucking 6 months and then put in the sun for another few months and then smuggled up someone's arsehole and then cut with fucking snotty tissues and fucking buggers. It was just, they made the fucking thing. They said, no, we won't fucking put a load of weird shit in it because someone might die. So yeah, just as regards anything, once a product is taxable and all the rest of it has been tested, long term, ideally tested. Anyway, let's find out what Father Dennis said. So, Dougal, I've a horrid thirst on me. Is this still going? It is. Sorry, excuse me. I'm building suspense here, people. Man, it's fucking insane that you could. You can just buy weed. You could literally be a guard and buy weed and have it delivered to the guard station. And go up to your boss and be like, here's all the paperwork, I bought weed. As you can see here, it has less than 1% THC. And your boss, who'd be like, super policeman, would just be like, oh yeah, everything seems above board here, you don't even need to show me this. And the guy, you just be like, huh? What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? Anyway. Oh, yeah. Allegedly, there's a lot of health benefits to marijuana and so on. And allegedly it was blocked by Big Pharma because there's no copyright. In order to make money off something, you have to have the patent or copyright. And as soon as the patent runs out after 10 years or something and it becomes a generic, which all marijuana is, it's like generic, no one owns the patent on it. So once there's no patent, there's no profit. It's kind of everyone's, so it's much less profitable. You can't really get investors involved because it's an open market, anyone can just take it. So it's kind of like there's no room for a monopoly because everyone has it. It's like, yeah, I won't go into examples because I think it's pretty. It's like investing all your money in pasta when anyone can just make fucking pasta in their own gaff. I don't know the legality of it, but I think you need a license or something to grow a CBD plant. I don't know what the things are. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It stops people having seizures and all sorts of mad stuff. Anyway, here we go. I've got a horrid thirst on me, Ted. Oh God, yeah. I love the drink. A nice cold one. I just can't wait. Oh yeah. Buzzing on the town. Here we go. What time is it now? Question mark. Father Ted. 1:30. Dougal. 1:30. And the pubs are opening in... Question mark. Father Ted says... May. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's fucking wild. Because I'm not allowed... I'd like to get into this kind of in pubs. Like, it seems alright. But it's of the fear of turning into an alcoholic or something, so... there you are. Well said. Some lad is just talking about the coronavirus there. Only a matter of time before it comes for all of us. And it's there's a big shark that says cans at noon, and then there's someone chilling out and says me self-isolating. Yeah, so the urge to not start having cans at noon is lads are finding it hard. Do you know what I mean? The only thing stopping them from having cans at noon is the wife glaring at them. And maybe the only thing stopping the wife from having cans is the fucking husband staring at him. Sure, look. Where would you get it? ISS just passed over Ireland. It's visible again tomorrow night at about 21:30. I don't know what the fuck ISS is. Is that fucking... I don't know what that is. Alright, maybe it's a star. Yeah. Oh my God. Firefighter, pandemics and FISBRA and the HQ have attended the scene of the RTC involving a truck, Lewis and things. So if fucking truck hit a Lewis or a Lewis hit a truck, I don't know. Did a Lewis hit into a truck? So Lewis was going and a truck came in the way. Fucking hell. Jesus. Lewis is like this big train that goes around. And it's different. It's different. When right, we got a fucking Lord of the Rings gif or something here. It says, when I see 66,000 people have applied to the HSE on call campaign. Alright. Picture of the Lord of the Rings lad says lad with a big sword, I don't know. The beacons are lit. The HSE calls for aid. Alright. That's the one of the king. The king says and Ireland will answer. Alright. So what are they looking for? 66,000 people have applied to the HSE on call campaign. Shit. I just kind of read that. Alright. 66,000, that's loads. Shit. Man. Go fucking Ireland, man. That's mental. Man, Ireland are fucking taking this fucking mad serious. Fair play. I think there's a bit of honour involved, which is very nice, because they're like, this is war, so that the young people are like, yeah, it's our time. And fair play to them, whoever these young people are. Fair play to you. My ancestors were O'Loyals from Ireland. The fuck? Glad to see we sorted this one lad. Okay. History memes. Okay. My ancestors were O'Loyers from Northern Ireland. Proud Orgman and the Republican tunes are hopping. Alright. And Danny Ick says, it's always the bad guys that have the best music. The Germans, the Russians, the Japanese World War II, the Republicans. Yeah. random coronavirus related video on YouTube stumbled upon. But they were cooperative for the sake of everyone. But they cooperate for the sake of everyone. I don't know. There's some very weird videos coming out in America. Like, America! All these kind of radio hosts, and they're like, for the good of your children and your children's children. They always start off dodgy sentences like that. Like fucking brainwashy shit. They're like, it's not about you. It's about you protecting your fucking family. They said, for the good of the economy, you got to go back to work before Easter. Now, they're like, people will die, but we rather people die than the economy. You don't want your children to be taking on all this debt and stuff. It's like, fuck. Excuse me. But the lads who were saying this are on fucking radio stations by themselves, like, I don't know. In wars, if they are saying this is war against something you can't see, it's always the fucking young lads who get fucking slaughtered. All the fucking, yeah, it will be the young people who get sick. And the poor, yeah, it's the young, the poor get fucking massacred in wars. For the good of the herd, they say. Jesus, for the good of the herd. Do you ever see those big fucking antelope-y fucking they have this there's this river, right? And there's crocodiles in the river. And there's all these animals, they're fucking cantaloupe or I don't know what, they're deer or some shit. Anyway, so they're all there, right? And they're all have to cross this river, and there's a load of fucking crocodiles in the river. And all the fucking deer fucking things are like looking at it, and they're like, "Jeez, there's a load of fucking there's a lot of crocodiles in that river, but we've to get through. We've to fucking to cross the river, and fucking what are we gonna do?" So what they do is, and this is, you see this in all the nature programs. You see like it always looks like an old fucking deer or something jumps into the crocodiles and sacrifices themselves. It's like, woo, let's go, yeah, I'm doing this for everyone. And then the crocodiles all eat the old people or whatever, and then the young and the healthy and all just get to go on straight and just fucking carry on. Grand. And that's just kind of the way it works. But the thing that you don't see is that the owl lads and all that are at the back, and the young bucks all get behind the owl lads, and they push them up through the crowd, forcing the owl lads up, and the owl deer or whatever are actually forced out and pushed into the crocodiles. And everyone in the herd, like, no one stops it. They all just like, oh shit. So the old fucking lads fucked out, eating my crocodiles, and all the hell people fucking go around. So there you are, lads. Throw the old lad under the bus, save the economy, save the good of the herd. It's fucking brutal, isn't it? Fucking hell. Fucking weird. Look at Andrew Carnegie or something. I think he's related to Carnegie Hall, richest lad ever. Had this book on speech making, this course on speech making. He says it's nothing to do with speech making or any of this shite. It's just to do with displaying positivity. Not positivity, seeming happy and confident in what you're saying, not necessarily what you're saying. Because I'm talking. Yeah, speech making. Don't care. Because it's often an illusion that we're really logical, thinking beings. We're like 10% logical, like 90% fucking emotional, and I don't know. Emotions. So I was watching mad videos of coronavirus is kicking off right now, and I think a lot of people are going to die. Apparently if everyone stayed at home in the world for 6 weeks, or else 2 weeks, I'm not sure which, it'd be fucking cured, like, it'd be done. but you can't get people to do that. And in watching some stuff there now. It's so confusing about this coronavirus stuff because every country openly bitches about every other country. Kind of. So it's hard to know what's real because everyone's just going, oh yeah, but you did this first and fucking you did this and fucking oh yeah. Everyone's giving out about China. But like I said, China have all the world's debt and all that stuff, so it's in everyone's interest to throw them under the bus, because once you get rid of them, what do you call it? You don't owe any money to anyone. Who knows? Yeah. Ideally, what a lot of people would like to do is have the people revolt against the communist something party. So the people revolt against the government, and then you can put in like a puppet government to keep everyone working, and being like the world's workforce, but not having the CPC or whatever, China Communist Party, doing it. Because it's a lot cheaper to do that than invade. People don't really bother invading. They kind of just infiltrate, like the Illuminati. Yeah, it's fucking mad. When they want to kill these politician lads, these high-up kings, they infiltrate the security services, and that's fucking insane. And they end up becoming like the president's like personal security, like head of security, and then just when no one's looking, fucking just assassinate the fucking president. What's going on, lads? So they're asking Putin. Putin was asking, is it Pablo Escobar? What's his name? Putin was talking to the man with the beard, the Cuban man. What the fuck's his name? How he stayed alive so long with all the assassination attempts. He said he always chose his personal security, like he always kept. He let everyone else do their job, but he always kept. He was always in charge of his personal security. So that means like hiring and firing of personal security and stuff like that, and let everyone else do their jobs. So Putin's done the same, because loads of people have tried to kill Putin. Loads of people have tried to kill. What's the beard? He's fucking. It's not Pablo Escobar. It's fucking another lad. Cuba. It's mad. The reason Cuban cigars are illegal is just because fucking trade embargoes. It's fucking mental. Just taxation. They couldn't. Anyway, fucking hell. Cuba. What's that mad? Right, we're having a look. He's called the Beard. That's how I know him. I used to go to school with him. He's a fucking alright. Cuba cigars. The lad's name is sure fucking who knows. I'm sure you all know him. He's one of the most assassinated fucking lad of things and fucking hell. I don't remember. Anyway, should listen. Journal. So nursing homes testing staff isn't happening quickly enough. Yeah. So the Taoiseach of England, or the head lad of England, Boris Johnson, has the old coronavirus. Everyone has it. Everybody has it. Oh yeah. Lewis derailed. So Lewis hit a truck. Grand. It's an outlier. How Sweden COVID-19 response has differed from other European countries. Swedish government's response to the virus allows a relatively liberal amount of personal freedom. Alright. So there's a lot of videos online of people in, you know, presidents and stuff, just be like, listen, we'll never fucking stay inside, lads. You're gonna fucking die. You're gonna fucking die. And in was it Iran? People didn't. They're saying people in Iran didn't take it seriously enough, and that's why they're saying all people died. Who are these people? I don't know. You won't quote them. I might be making this up on the spot, but that's the vibe I got anyway. And there's loads of videos of, what was it, fucking, countries where they have to work every single day. Or they show up for work that day and they get paid that day, and then the next day is like, you don't know what's going to happen the next day. It might be Delhi in India. I can't remember. There's loads of videos anyway of just people going fucking crazy wanting to go back home, and people walking through different counties or states or whatever they're called, walking miles and miles and miles. And they got no food, no nothing, because their job just shut down, and I think they're commuting. They used to commute up and down or something, up and down their country, and then the trains just stopped, and everyone was just fucking left, stuck miles and miles away from their houses and stuff. I said, I don't really know what's going on because I was just flicking through it. There's a lot to take on. I'm not well up on India. Ministers urge employers to reconsider staff redundancies and look at state supports. The amount of people who got fucking fired and let go the last fucking hell. All the sharks have shown their faces. Who knows? I think it's really good because you can see who your mates are and who your mates aren't in these kind of times. The phone is ringing off the hook. COVID-19. Senior line reports increase in calls aimed at cocooning confusion. So cocooning's that thing where if you're above 60 or something, you just stay in your gaff or something. And you make sure people give you takeaways and things. Grand. Coming home. Wheels up for rescue. Flight carrying Irish citizens who were stranded in Peru. Yeah, so people who were on holiday are just kind of left where the fuck they were, like. Especially, there's lots of people in India, and they're just like, we want to go home to England, we're stuck in India, and they're just fucking stuck there, like. That's what they're saying on the news anyway, but sure, listen. It's mad, I watch fucking Australian news, and it contradicts, like, Russian news, and then that contradicts fucking... And it's not even just the coronavirus, it's on all fucking things, so... You don't know how hard it is being a podcaster. Alright, here we go. There's fucking Irish death toll reaches 46. PPE supplies arrive from China. Today's COVID thing, yeah. So, there was a Sky News Australia were giving out stocks yesterday saying they... China's buying up all, like, going into the shops and buying up all the fucking masks and shit, and then shipping them to other countries, saying, oh, this is like fucking aid from China, but they really just kind of bought it off a different country. I don't know, it just, everyone's giving out about everyone. I think America sued, it was like something like 33 trillion or something mental. They're suing wait, are the buses still going? There's only 4 seats allowed on buses right now. I thought the buses were fucking closed. That's what confuses me about Ireland. They keep going like, no one's allowed there. Like, ah, fucking forget it. Don't go outside. And then like 3 days later, or 4 days later, they go, listen, we're really serious this time. You're not allowed out of your gaff. And then people are like, oh shit. And then a week later, they're like, listen, we told you weren't allowed. Well, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Delighted that things in social distancing grand. Dying to check the bus. So buses are going. They said buses weren't going. Right. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. You're still allowed to drive around if you have an excuse that you're helping someone with, like, or you have an essential worker thing. And that even goes in China as well. Even in China, there's a massive surge in fake documents saying that you are like a state worker or whatever the fuck it is. That you, whatever document you need, say you're allowed through the gates of wherever. So as always, like, if you want to do something, you'll still be able to do it. You shouldn't be doing it. And there's people like just people like, oh, who do I contact if fucking I see someone out and fucking doing, they shouldn't be working or whatever, and they just say like fucking public shame them posting on fucking Facebook or fucking Instagram and wherever the fuck it is, Reddit. There's a big lot of fucking building sites, L1's just gone up and it's like, you shouldn't be doing this here, and then other people are like, yeah, you shouldn't be, and then get shut down more out of fucking embarrassment than legal repercussions, I guess. But yeah, they are right. You know what I mean? So smart people policing, social. It's a social issue. And people are very glad that it's people are pulling together. And if that's true, the whole 6,000 Irish lads looking to help out, that's fucking fair play to you, lads. Fair play to you. I'm fairly honoured to be an Irish lad. It's fucking we're doing really well. I know you're not supposed to compare one country to another, but fuck me, we're fucking slaying it, lads. We're fucking slaying it. I was out on the road. There's not a tap of traffic here. So I don't want to be tooting my own horn, but fuck me, Ireland's brilliant. Fuck yeah. I'm just very, very impressed, and I know a few lads in the health profession, all that, and they fucking no fear. Not that fear would work. There's people in the health profession, there's no ventilators, no oxygen tanks, there's all this. Loads of people are dying. They have to cut, like, everyday people have to deal with just making decisions whether fucking these people are gonna live or die, and all sorts of very awkward, serious decisions. And anyway, you should listen. What do I know? I'm just a lad talking stuff. Alright, have a great one. You can do it. And fair play to just very impressed. Just very, very impressed with fucking, yeah. Just very impressed. Just people stepping up there, just being very responsible, and people reading up on pamphlets, and people are fucking terrified and shitting themselves, and we're watching the news while like fucking this just going, oh Jesus, hiding behind the couch. But fucking hell, we're doing what needs to be done. We could just bury our heads in the sand and just fucking get smashed and go to house parties. There was some American senator going like, the latest case of fucking coronavirus was contracted at a coronavirus house party, as it was like coronavirus themed house party, and he was just there like being like, oh, this is so fucking, I can't believe I have to like fucking say this. We told the kids don't be seeing each other, don't leave your gaffs, and the pubs are closed, and what they do, get together and have a big house party, and they even call it the coronavirus party. So yeah, you know yourself. in hindsight, it's all very well to be like, oh yeah, but on the run up, people were still saying it was a hoax and all this stuff, and no one really believed it for a long time. Alright, so that's it. It's the Vegan Stephen podcast. It is every day. Take care of yourself. Guess what? Keep washing them hands. I think we're all living in self-isolation more or less in Ireland anyway. I don't know what you're doing where you live, but yeah. Alright, have a good one. All the best.